Hello everyone and welcome to Stampin' Among the Gum Trees. It is Sunday night. It is a beautiful Sunday night here in Melbourne. It's really warm. It's been a gorgeous day, absolutely beautiful day. So it's a really warm night too, and it's just perfect. Okay. My name is Kath and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. If you're in Australia and don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you with your paper crafting, your card making, your scrapbooking, your 3D projects, your mini albums and junk journals. I love doing all that stuff. I would love to be able to help you with it too. So if you want any help, just let me know. I am here to help you. Now, tonight I have a really fun little card for you. My aim with these videos is to show you how something that is really simple and only takes a few minutes to make, literally, can look amazing, even better than a bought card. So I'm hoping that you'll enjoy what I've got for you tonight. But first, let me tell you what we're going to use. We are going to use the beautiful Peaceful Gardens suite. Now, let me move my catalogue up. It's in the September-December mini catalogue. And if you have a catalogue, it's on page 32 and 33. This paper, well, it's blue. Do I need to say anything else, guys? It's blue. My favourite colour, so I fell in love with it straight away. But then I looked at what is in the suite. Oh, it is gorgeous. Okay, we have, let me get this out of the way. Paper. Of course, we have paper. Because that's what we're all about, isn't it? Remove those clips. You don't need to see those. It is beautiful paper. And I will show you. Have some here we can pull out. Let me get it out for you. Here we go. It's double-sided, of course, and really simple colorways in this. Cloud Cover, which is one of the 2025, 2027 in colors. Crumb Cake, which is a lovely neutral. Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie, Secret Sea is another in colour, 2025, 2027 in colour. So that's plus a little bit of white. There we go. Really simple colourways. Hi Tabitha, how are you? I'm so glad you could join me tonight. As always, the paper is double-sided. So we have this pretty print, and on the flip, it's a really nice neutral. Then we have this pretty print of the doves, which is lovely. And the flip side is another crumb cake neutral. Really good. Have you noticing that it's in the mini catalogue that we call the Christmas mini? But really, so far, nothing particularly Christmassy about them. Maybe the birds, but they would be nice for weddings. Beautiful leaves. And the flip side is Cloud Cover. And I'm going to show you tonight how I'm not using Cloud Cover because I don't have Cloud Cover ink. This one is gorgeous. Panels of the doves would make a beautiful wedding card or engagement card, I think. And the flip side is a little tiny flower in blues, and it's sort of ombre. Oh, It's all right. Someone will get the door. And then there's this one. This lovely big print. Gorgeous. Flip some with little stars. More leaves. And the flip side is more cloud cover. Oh, my mind went blank. Cloud cover. Going to check the pattern. But again, it's the ombre. So I'm thinking that must be the in thing for paper crafting for the next few months. Ombres, because they seem to be everywhere. That's the DSP. Let me pop it back in there, and I'll pop it out of the way. So we'll be using some of that tonight, and part of the suite is also this gorgeous glimmer paper. Oh, who doesn't like sparkle? Look at it. There we go. We have blue, Secret Sea, and this one that, if you look at it, if I'm looking at it, it looks silver, but if I'm looking straight down on it, it's sort of a green, and it is actually called soft green. So I would think that it's, if I go back to my designing days, I'm thinking it is probably what we would have called back then ocean grey, which wasn't green and it wasn't blue and it wasn't grey. It was the type of colour that picked up whatever it was around and worked. It was it started out as a Laminex colour and it just became really popular back in the 1990s. So we get those. That's part of this suite. Pop this away. And you know what? Look. No sparkles. No sparkles. It doesn't come off. Perfect sort of glimmer paper. Doesn't come off on your hands. Then we've got, of course, stamps and dies. Beautiful sentiments in this. I've had to make a few of these in the last couple of months, sympathy cards. So heartfelt prayers, all the best in your new adventure, big hugs for a good friend, peace on earth, and sending and wishing you. And we've got love, peace, love, and joy. And then, of course, the dies that we will use tonight. Really pretty. We've got the two doves. There's some lovely frames, layering frames, little sparkles, some greenery. Perfect. Now, they're part of the suite, but you can also buy the stamps and dies as a bundle. If you buy them together as the bundle, you save 10%, which is not a bad thing. Although, if you are thinking of shopping, let me tell you, the stamps and dies, the bundle is $68.25. If you are thinking of purchasing this bundle, may I say, I would wait if I was you, because from the 1st to the 31st of October, Stampin' Up! Have a starter kit special, which is, I actually have two, and it is spend $60 and choose up to $235 worth of products with free delivery. That's option one. Or option two is spend $169, which is what the starter kit normally is, and choose up to $344 worth of product. Now, all that means is you would become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but don't let that put you off a good deal, because there is no pressure from the company. There is no pressure from me. There is no pressure from, if you decide to join Stampers Among Gumtrees, there is no pressure from anyone. You can buy your starter kit, choose your $235 worth of products, pay your $60, and that's it. You will have until April next year Yep, until April next year. During that time, you'll receive at least 20% off any other purchases you make. After that, if you're not interested in continuing on, you don't need to do anything. Your demonstratorship will expire pretty much, and you won't need to do anything else. If I haven't explained that very clearly, because I probably haven't, and you've got questions, let me know. But that deal from the 1st to the 31st of October is absolutely brilliant. And I can tell you that I joined on not quite as good a deal as that, but I joined on a starter kit special too, because I like a bargain. Who doesn't like a bargain? So that's the stamp set. There we go. You also get beautiful ribbon that I haven't opened yet. But let's open it. Where's my scissors? Let's open it. See if I can. I don't want to cut the ribbon. I just want to cut the plastic. Can't get my fingers in there. Hi caramba. There we go. Now where's the end? I will need those clips. Look at it. It's gorgeous. I haven't used it yet, but it's really soft and it's sparkly, and it's got, up close you can see it's sort of a little scalloped edge in the silver. See how it ties a bow. And because it's the same on both sides, you can do easy bows with no twisting required. Let's see. And it ties really nice bows. There you go. Easy peasy. I love it. See, it feels really nice too. So that's a part of the suite. Now, all these things can be bought individually. You don't need to buy the suite. You can buy them on your own, on their own if you want to. And lastly, in the suite, no, 2 more things. Cute little starry, what are they called? Hues of blue flowers. Little sticky bling for your cards. And this. This is in my envelope. This is the embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder, which means it's going to have depth and texture to it, and it is a frame. It is just beautiful. You can emboss your card front, whack your sentiment in there, put on some flowers, add a bow, and your card is done. Really simple and easy. That's what we like to do. Okay, now that's it. So the suite's $159.25. If you wanted the paper and the embossing folder and the ribbon and everything, that, buy the bundle by all means. I would still wait. I would still wait until Wednesday and pop it in your cart on Wednesday and pay $60 and join. You cannot go past. It is absolutely a no risk. There is no risk. Actually, there is risk because you'll just want to keep spending, but there is no real risk. Okay, let's get this card made. I just dropped it on the floor. Now I'm going to roll over it. Here we go. This is the card we're making tonight. It is so sweet. This, I've cased this design from my friend Karen Mowat. She, I was at a retreat in August, and this was her card that we made using the Everyday Arches, which is, you know, one of my favorite items at the moment. The doves, some stars, beautiful paper, but it's a Z-fold. So simple. I don't know if it's going to stand up for you, but let me see. It's really lovely. Really, really lovely. So nice. and really, really simple. So let's get started. Let me make sure I've got all my little bits here. After the debacle on Wednesday night, you have no idea, I turned around and I found those packets of die cuts, extraordinary flora die cuts that I was looking for. They were sitting right on top of my utensil box. Okay, we have a piece of Secret Sea cardstock, and it measures, and I'm doing this in inches because it's slightly easier in inches. 11 1/4 inches long, 2 3/4 inches wide, and let's get my, show you. We're going to score it at 3 3/4. In 3 3/4. I'll show you what to do. Remove the scoring, the cutting blade out of the way. Score, and then turn it and score at 3 3/4. So much easier to do it that way. Then we're just going to fold and burnish. Okay, now I have a rubber mat that I like to burnish on because it just gives it a bit of give. And remember, I want it to sit flat, so I'm going to go like so, and then like so, and then I'm going to go like so, go like so. Excuse my nails, they're shocking today, but I have been working out in the garden. That's your card base, pretty much done. The next elements we have are 3 arches. So what I've done is cheated a little. To save bulk, I have cut, oops, there goes a little star, don't lose him, cut the biggest arch that goes on the front, like so, out of some of that cloud cover DSP. That's the flip side, or the A side. This is the B side, rather than out of cloud cover cardstock, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is get my glue, and I'm going to, ouch, stab myself with the, we are going to just put a thin layer of liquid glue around the edge, just a thin layer, and not too close to the edge when you're using liquid glue because you don't want it to smush out and make a mess. Now, let me see if I can do this. I'm just going to sort of center it. Don't worry, I know I put liquid glue on all of it. Okay, because now we're going to open it up. And I have another piece of white, an arch in white cardstock, same size. So let's put some liquid glue on it. And we'll turn it around so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to, before I push it down, I'm going to turn it around so that it's all lined up, because I don't want any of the white to show on the front. Okay. And Hannah just had my hockey puck. Well, that was easy. Super simple, wasn't it? Okay, now we're going to put this little arch on, and it just gets glued just like that. Again, easy. If you prefer tape runner, you can use tape runner. Tape runners and I have a love-hate relationship. I find them rather frustrating because they tend to, now just let me center this, hold it up. Liquid glue also gives you wriggle time to make sure everything's centered and nice. Okay, so there we go. Just like so. Well, that was easy. Now let's do the inside. And see how with this one, we've got peace on earth and then that. So this goes there, like so. Now you don't have to use DSP, you can leave it plain if you want to. You could put more white on it and do more stamping if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. But I like a little bit of paper with a print, just makes it right in. Okay. There we go. Oh, I didn't get that centered, did I? Looks centered on the front, but it doesn't look centered on the back. Okay. Might be my eyes. Now, for this little bit, you'll see it's sponged or inked underneath. Now, that's using cloud cover ink. I don't have cloud cover ink. There was a problem with the larger cloud cover ink pads when it was first released, so I didn't get one. So I'm going to use Lost Lagoon, which in my testing was almost as good. But what I want to do is ink up my blender brush. You can use sponge daubers, finger daubers if you want to. I get better results with the blender brush because of my wonky hands. I just need a scrap of something. Let me grab a scrap of something. Here we go. Scrap of something so that I can just... So I want it to be soft. I don't want it to be all heavy. And I'm just going to down the center. Just like that. Leave a little bit of white. It's a bit stark up there, isn't it? Do that slightly better. Go until you are happy with the colour. That was that. Now here, because I didn't use cardstock, I used Designer Series paper there. I could, if I wanted to, pop that up on dimensionals. Do I want to do that? I didn't do it with this one. With this one, I simply popped up the doves. But you know what? Let's live dangerously. Grab the dimensionals. These are mini dimensionals. I prefer the minis over the big ones. I get more in a packet. Those of you who know me will understand why that makes me happy. But because they're smaller, I don't have to cut them. Sometimes with the regular sized minis, I've got to cut them down because they're just a little too big, and that's annoying. And I'm never skimp on them either, guys, because they're really inexpensive. Truly they are. So let me put those there. These things pop up everywhere. Did I tell you I found one on Lacey's tail the other day? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no idea. It was just hilarious. Now, if you've got any questions, don't forget to ask them in the chat. I can actually see what we're doing now because, okay. Pop that sort of in the middle, just like so. Let's get our doves. These are beautiful. Look at them. They're perfect. They are so, so nice. All right, so these are going to be popped up too. One there. There, I just put those away, didn't I? Okay. See how, because they're small, I can get them into really close places. Whereas the bigger regular size dimensionals, I can't. It's a bit of a pain. Don't stick it to the front, stick it to the back. There we go. Okay, that will do. So I'm stick one there and one there. I'll take the backing off. Oh, folks, I haven't reminded you, if you haven't registered for World Card Making Day, pop over. The link is underneath me in the description box below. There's a link to World Card Making Day. Pop over. It's a free event, absolutely free event. So you can register and you will be sent a link so that you can watch the live event if you want to, or have access to the replay if you can't manage the live. And afterwards, Stampin' Up! Will send you, for registering, Stampin' Up! Will send you a free little gift. It won't be anything, earth-shattering, but it will be something like that. Do I want maybe? Okay, now these little stars. These little stars I punched out of the glimmer, out of a tiny square of glimmer paper. I only need 3, but the piece is big enough to do 6, so I might put some on the inside. I'm going to pop one there, like that. And I'm going to pop one down there. Make it fit under that wing almost. And I'm going to pop one just there, like that. And that will be this really simple card. And even with all my blathering on, it's not even half an hour yet. Really, really simple, and it looks amazing. Okay, so a little bit of glue, just a tiny dot. Actually, mini glue dots would work better. Here we go. Let's get some mini glue dots working for me. One, 2. These are perfect for little tiny things that you don't want to use liquid glue or just peel it off, just like so. And there, wasn't I? Now don't push it down yet, Kat. Just wait, just put it in place, see what it looks like. Peel this one up. See, it was going to go in the middle somewhere, maybe up a bit higher. And then a bottom one. I was going to put the bottom one, now my finger's stuck to the dolly dot. I was going to put the bottom one just there, like that. Maybe down a bit lower. Just like that. Just like that. Push that there like that. Okay. There we go. Now we've just got to do the inside with some stamping. So I need to cut a piece of basic white cardstock. And I need to keep those so I don't lose them. So where did I put the paper trimmer? Piece of basic white cardstock, and it's going to be, get it out of this scrap. 2.5 by 3.5. Okay, oh, that's silver. I don't want to waste the silver. Okay. 2.5. Can't see. Sorry. Turn it around so you can see. So I've got my cardstock measured at 2.5. And then at 3.5. And that will fit on that panel there. Just like that. Alrighty. And let's throw that sentiment strip away. That will come in handy. Right, now going to do some stamping, but to do that I'm going to have to use the stamping platform because my hands are sore today. I've been working all day outside, so I'm going to move that out of the way. And I'm going to pop that in there like that. Oh, where'd I put the stamp set? Just had it. Seriously, I've lost the stamp set, guys. I literally just had it. Down here. I threw it on the floor. And I'm going to put Peace on Earth. Because I actually like it. So when the stamps are new, they are sticky on the sheet. So you take the sheet off the stamp, not the stamp off the sheet. So start it off like so and pull the sheet down. Don't pull the stamp down. And you won't tear your stamps. Okay. And again, when your stamps are new, they need to be slightly conditioned so that you can just do that now. I'm using the stamping platform. So I'll move that over there and that over there. I'm centering that up as best I can. And that looks all right. Go. Now, the beauty of your stamping platform, whichever one you have, what colour did I use in this one? Secret C. Where's my Secret C? It's not going to be here, is it? Okay. Oh, let's try Misty Moonlight. If I don't like it, we'll do... Nope. Let's go with the Lost Lagoon. It's not cloud cover, but it will do. Go down. It could be a bit better, so I'll ink it up. Stamp it again. If you let your stamp sit for just a couple of seconds so that the paper can absorb the the colour, you get a much better finish. Okay, so I'm going to clean that up. Put it away. Now the ink will dry lighter, obviously. When it's dry it will be lighter, so it will be matching that. Take that, very carefully peel that off so I can put it away, because otherwise I'll forget. Hi Joy. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, take that. Put that away. And we're going to stick that in there. Get my glue. I have, I keep forgetting, I'm so busy concentrating on the card. I also have a weekly newsletter that goes out, folks. If you're not subscribed to it, there is a link below me in the description box to the newsletter sign up. Just remember that you need to confirm that you want to be on the list so we can send you the newsletter. If you don't do that, we won't be able to send you the newsletter. Oh no, it moved. Sit there. Here we go. Straighten up. Little teensy tiny dot. Should be using tweezers, I suppose. But and they're right there. Just right there in my tool caddy. Okay. The newsletter goes out on Thursday, same day as the Cheapskates newsletter goes out. I try to put a card recipe of some kind in each week. There we go. Lost the lid. There we go. Easy peasy. Can't have been easier. It was the simplest thing to make. I've been waffling on for 38 minutes. It would take you no more than 5, maybe 10 if you were really slow with your die cutting. It's a really simple card to make, but it looks really lovely. And being the Z fold, it will stand up nicely. Let me get rid of that. It will stand up nicely on a shelf or a mantle or wherever. So it's an easy one to replicate too, because if you don't have the everyday arches, what about circles or ovals? I know Joy has ovals because I borrowed them. Or even rectangles. If you've got scalloped rectangles, you've got the postage dies, postage stamp dies, any layering die would work. You could use the, oh, botheration, my mind's gone blank. Nature. Can't think. Mine has gone blank. Must be too late in the week or too early in the week. But it doesn't have to be the everyday arches. But I really like these arches. They're really easy to use, and because they're layering, there's how many? There's a lot in the set. Because they're layering, you can mat them up really, really well. And that big one can be used to make an art card. It can be used to make banners. well, any of them would make a banner, but that big one is a really good size for making an arched card. So maybe we'll do that on Wednesday, because I just love these arches. And you know, when I first saw them, I thought, nope, not interested. I was actually looking more at the stamp set and going, well, there's some nice sentiments in it. I really like them. I love that font for the thanks. Reach for the stars I really like. But I wasn't so sure about the curved ones. And then I saw some beautiful cards that other people had made with them. And I went, yeah, okay. They are really, really nice. So I had to save up and get them, didn't I? And I have used them a lot. So these are sort of what I put in my keeper pile. The things that I know I'm going to use over and over and over again. Same with this, because I love the sentiments and I really like the dies. I like the layering. Die cuts. I love the birds. I like that you get 3 little stamps. There's leaves, the greenery. You could do a bit like a Noah's Ark theme with the dove and the olive branch. And what are these? Now I've got to have a look and see. Hello. Hello. I have to try and figure out what they're for. Okay, that will be my homework for the night. Okay, so what do I have to remind you of? Let me see. Thank you, Tabitha. It is, but do you see how easy it was? It was really easy to make, really simple. Really doesn't take long if you're not blathering on. You've got all your writing space there. You could, if you don't like to write in your cards, you could stamp another image there, or you could put another greeting there and then write to, from, and that's it, done. If you wanted to really zhuzh it up, you could add mats on here. I didn't bother because it's the back of the card. And really, when it's standing on your mantle, you're just going to see the front. So yeah, it is a really simple card to make. Doesn't take long. Didn't really take a lot of materials. So that's my aim with these, with showing you cards, that I want them to have a wow factor, but I don't want them to be so complicated that nobody wants to make them. Alrighty. Okay, so World Card Making Day is next Saturday. There's a link below me there. If you haven't registered, register. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to my weekly newsletter, please hit that subscribe button. It's down there. Just remember, with the weekly newsletter, you do have to confirm that you want to receive the newsletter from us so we can send it to you. What else is there? Oh, yes. And remember, this bundle from the 1st of October, you can add this to your starter kit and choose more. The starter kit's actually cheaper than the bundle. $60. Choose up to $235 of product. That's option 1. Or option 2 is pay the regular starter kit price of $169 and choose up to $344 worth of product. Both have free shipping. Now, I think, to me, option 1 is the better value, simply because they, either way, you're getting $175 extra, whichever option you choose. But option 1, if you're on a budget, you're just starting out with your paper crafting and you just need the tools to get going, and I've got a whole lot of ideas on my blog about that, different combinations of things, that's the better value. But let me throw a spanner in the works. The $169 option, where you choose up to $344, is better if you need something like the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, which is our embossing machine, or the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss, which is the embossing machine, because two reasons. They're expensive. Let me look it up. Last time I looked, because I need a new one. Let me see if I've got the right thing. In the annual catalogue, we'll have the price. 6 is ribbons. 28. Nope, that's not right. It's ephemera. Page 80. Stampin' Cut and Emboss, page 80. There we go. I was looking in the wrong section. That's Stampin' Cut and Emboss. It's a new version. It's very much like the Cuttlebug. The original Cuttlebug used to be with the sides pop up. I can show you on my mini. That's my mini there. And they pop down. And you've got your plates. You crank it through. You do your die cutting. Okay, so your Stampin' Cut and Emboss is regularly $244. So if you wanted to pay $169, get your Stampin' Cut and Emboss. You've still got another $100 to choose product. So you could choose your cardstock, choose your DSP, whatever, to make it up. And it's free delivery. Now that's heavy. So delivery on that might be a bit expensive. Take advantage. It's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you. And of course, you stay active until the end of March. You're given a month's grace. So to the end of April, you can order and you get a minimum of 20% off your orders. Until then, until you finish. Couldn't remember, and it's entirely up to you. There you go. That's the card for tonight. I hope you like it. It is a beautiful card. Thank you so much, Tabitha. Remember, everyone, thumbs up if you like it, because I'm trying to get the channel noticed more. And I will see you on Wednesday afternoon, 2:30, with another card idea that hopefully will be quick and easy but look fantastic. I'll see you then, guys.